All right, my beautiful abs out there. I hope that your morning, evening, and or night is going accordingly as planned. And with that being said, I'm here to talk to you guys about several different things. The main thing right now that I have on my chest that is really hurting my heart is the fact that I'm having cravings. And you guys know what those cravings are all about. Anytime that I go through episodes like that, if I'm in the situation or environment to where I can record and come here and talk to you guys about some things, then that's what I'm going to do, because I would rather talk to you guys and vent, rant, rave, and all of that stuff versus being out somewhere sucking a glass dick. That's what we call it in the streets in regard to the methamphetamine pipe. So I was out and about running errands earlier and everything was fine. I really wasn't having these particular cravings. And then it was later on, before dusk dawn, is when it all started happening, because I wanted to go to a mountain preserve. And this one mountain preserve called Dreamy Draw, they're shut down for construction. And that I just really want to go there. So I ended up picking and choosing going to Phoenix Mountain Preserve. And I've been there on several of occasions, but I just wanted to go to Dreamy Draw because I've been there maybe like 2 times and it's a very nice preserve. So I opted to go to Phoenix Mountain Preserve instead. So I'm going the route where Google Maps tells me to go, and it's pretty much the same route to get to Dreamy Draw. And Google's telling me to turn in this particular entrance that is shut down for construction, the same as Dreamy Draw. So I'm assuming Dreamy Draw and Phoenix Mountain Preserve has some affiliation with each other. I don't know, but they didn't put a damper on anything, but I was just like, forget it. Let me go to this one particular park that I frequent quite a bit. And you guys don't know the story in regard to me being homeless here in Phoenix, Arizona due to housing negligence. They did not issue me my section out. They did not issue me my Section 8 voucher in a timely manner, and nor did I get off my ass and go down there and see what the fuck was going on in a timely manner. So it led me to be homeless here in Phoenix, Arizona for a while. And it was a pretty hard life. It sucked. I was in Cass homeless shelter, which is not the best homeless shelter to be at, but yeah, this particular park, I ended up sleeping in my car in the parking lot of this park on several of occasions when I was looking for emergency housing and I couldn't find that. And when I did find a shelter to go to, I still slept in my car in that particular park, because after a while, shelter life just became unbearable, especially the shelter that I was in. You know, grown men shitting all over the damn place, shit streaks and whatever in the showers, drug activity, and I done my fair share as well in the motherfuckers. I wasn't doing the drugs that they was doing, but you know, I smoked my weed and shit like that in the shelters, and you know, I mean, it was pretty a pretty fucked up atmosphere. And that went on for a couple of good months in regard to me being homeless here in Arizona. But anyway, I wanted to go to that particular mountain preserve, but they were shut down. But yeah, this particular park is well known, if I haven't said it, for its drug activities, prostitution, and things of that particular nature. But on the same token, there's life within this park. Families do frequent this park, and they do bring their children out there to play. There's adolescents that are out there playing basketball and playing soccer, practicing soccer and sports and things of that particular nature. And I didn't even know that there are at least 5 orange trees out there. The other day when I was shooting content, I was walking along this certain path and I happened to look up and see all these orange bulbs, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is, you know, I mean, not out of all areas and out of all parks, but this particular area where these orange trees are, a lot of homeless people sleep there, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other activity happens there. So for God to bless it and bear it with fruit, that's why I was tripping. And I went up and squeezed one of them, and it was, I even brought some home. I was against it at first because I was thinking about all the shit that goes on around there, shit literally. And I'm just like, you know what? Who knows what the fuck we're eating in our fruit with the shit that we buy in our damn store. Let me rephrase that. Who knows what these farmers and shit like that are putting in their soil that is going into our fruit and vegetables that we consume on a daily basis. If we're consuming them on a daily basis, we should be. But yeah, so, oh, hold on, y'all. Bitch had the itch. But yeah, I was tripping out because of those orange trees or whatever. So considering a lot of homeless, and y'all remember when I do content for my gluttonous spiritual playlist, when I do my prayer, I always ask God to, consume whatever they want to consume, and whatever they don't want to consume, and even what they consume, let's distribute that to all the individuals in the world whom are hungry and homeless and need food the most. And just to see that there's like 5 orange trees out there, it just brought a warm feeling to me. And it's just like, God answered prayers. I mean, I'm pretty sure they've been there all that time, but I just never seen them bloom the way that they have bloomed. And for homeless people to be unfortunate like that, they can at least pick a few oranges and get some type of relief in regard to not being able to have a nourishing meal. But I feel good now. I feel a lot better because I'm here talking with you guys and I'm not out and about doing other shit. I was dying to get home. I just cannot wait to get home so I could just sit in front of the camera and get what I needed to get off my chest. But aside from that, I want to talk to you guys, and I want to just ask the simple question, what was that all about? And I'm not sure if any of you guys been in any scenarios such as this, and I'm not allowing my past to come back and haunt me or make me feel any particular way, but I still question what these individuals were thinking during this time that all of this was going on behind my back. And excuse me, allow me to go into scenario number 1. Now, I was friends with this individual for a long time. We actually grew up with each other. Well, no, we grew up in the same projects. We went to the same elementary school and shit, but we didn't have the relationship that we had until our adolescent years. And we were cool from my understanding, we had conflict every now and then, but aside from that, we had a very cool friendship. It was smooth sailings. And I remember the first group of individuals moving to Las Vegas first. And then I moved to Vegas, and then I learned that this individual was going to be moving to Vegas as well, like years down the line. And I'm like, damn, shit, half a rock from moving to motherfucking Vegas. Shit. But anyway, the person moved out to Vegas and everything was straight. Don't get me wrong. I did have some reserves about this person because they could be shysty and shady in a lot of different ways, especially when it came to trade. Now, if you're gay, you know what trade means. Straight people, trade just basically means a straight man that basically trades off and sleeps with motherfucking men, a down low individual. And to wrap it up in a nutshell, y'all know y'all motherfuckers. Y'all know exactly who y'all are. The motherfuckers that pull their pants down and get their dicks up by gay men, but then be going home to their damn straight. Y'all know who y'all are. But yeah, so they were shady in that department. But aside from that, our friendship was pretty stabilized. But anyway, I remember I was still dressing up as Fish at this particular time. No, actually, I was a transsexual woman because I was on hormones. And this person was working for a particular establishment dealing with particular patients, just put it that way. And they came over to a house that I was renting, and I had roommates at that particular time as well. And they wanted to take a ride down the strip along with the patient or whatever. And so I think I had my reserves about going, because at this particular point, a lot of things were happening in regard to me transitioning out of, how can I say, I was ascending without me even knowing that I was ascending. I was doing shows and all that type of shit back in those days, but I got to the point where I was tired of going out. I was just tired of doing this. I was tired of doing that. I was getting sick and tired of living as a woman to a degree. I mean, there was just a lot of things that I was questioning friendships. I was getting into it with my roommates, and I was questioning they motherfucking asses at that point in time. I mean, there was just a lot of things that was going on with me that those individuals wouldn't understand at that particular time. But I ended up going. The patient sat in the back seat. I wanted to sit in the back seat, but they kind of refused that. They were like, no, you can sit up in the front, blah, 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 blah. I didn't think nothing of it. We riding around, we doing our thing, we talking, we kikiing. All of a sudden, we hit the strip, and still, everything is fine. We're talking, we're kikiing, we're reminiscing about shit. And I remember it like yesterday. We were on... It all depends on how y'all view the strip, but we were on the right-hand side of the strip because when we first got on the strip, no, we were on the right-hand side of the strip when we first, because we came down, damn, what's the name of that fucking street? Damn, Maryland Parkway? We came down Maryland Parkway until we hit Las Vegas Boulevard. And then when we hit Las Vegas Boulevard, we turned right. So we were on the right-hand side of the strip. That's how I'm viewing it because this is my right hand. Everything was cool until we got to the left-hand side of the strip. So this is where the shadiness began. So my back is turned and I'm looking at pedestrians. I'm looking at, I'm just looking at people enjoying themselves and taking advantage of the weather and just having a good time on the strip. So there was a car because we were closest to the curb. Then there was a car that was next to the car that we were in. Then there was a car that was next to that car. But it was the car that was right next to us that was clowning me behind my back. And I didn't realize this. And so I don't know what I had on, how my hair was or whatever, but I just remember sitting like this and just looking out the window and just minding my motherfucking business. And so I quickly turned around to address them about something. And so I seen them with a smirky smile on their face, pressing the button to lean their seat back even more while still looking at me. I want to see if I can do the face. Now, here am I adjusting the seat. It wasn't like that. It was a very sinister grin. Just a very sinister grin on the face, like, hold on, let me let my seat back a little bit more so y'all can look, so y'all can clown a little more, because them people was cracking up, and I thought they were cracking up in regard to the people walking on the damn sidewalks and shit like that, but they were clowning me. And so when I realized this, I looked at them and I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? I mean, you were covering me beforehand because you were sitting up enough for them not to get a good visual of me. But you realize that they clowning me and laughing, and you laughing right along with them, and you let your seat back laughing at the same time. And I'm quickly turned around and I see this. I mean, why would you do that to me? And we supposed to be friends. And I just never understand. I still don't understand that to this day. You know, even all of the shady motherfucking bullshit that you have done to me, I still have not been that motherfucking shady in regard to you. So why would you deliberately let your seat back and allow motherfuckers to clown me even more? And then you clown right along with them. You kikiing right along with them individuals. But we supposed to be What is that? What do y'all think that was all about? Because till this day, and I promise y'all, it don't bother me, but I just can't help but to think, what the fuck were they thinking at that particular time? Well, shit, fuck that. I mean, hell, let me. We not cool like that. So let me let my. I mean, it just baffles me. I want to know. Why would you do that to me? Why would you expose me like that? If anything, I would be trying to cover, I would be trying to, if anything, I would have told my friend, girl, these motherfuckers over here clowning you and all type of shit. I would have told my friend. But who knows how long this was going on until I until I turned around. Who knows how long they was clowning me until I turned around. And I just turned around God told me to turn around at the right time, because this motherfucker was letting their seat back just so they can expose me even more. And I do believe that I went off and I told them to take me the fuck home. And from there, I think that I just started to cut them off until the point where they were completely cut out of my life. And I was just done with them. But I just still can't help but to think to this day, it wasn't about me. It's not about me. It's about them. Anytime any of us clown somebody else, it's not about them. It's about us. It's something that we're going through internally, and that's why we are putting this other person down. So I don't want to say it's jealousy. I don't want any of my friends or ex-friends to be jealous of me. I don't have anything except the personality that I have, and maybe motherfuckers are jealous because they don't have my personality. But the other scenario is similar to this one. I was friends with this individual for a long, long time. But at the same time, this particular person would throw little jabs about me and stuff like that, little underhanded comments. I remember one comment, they said that I look like this individual by the name of Gina Delicious. Now, Gina Delicious, no disrespect, Gina Delicious, but she's not this motherfucking color. But Gina is really dark. And Gina has her flaws, but Gina also has her beauty as well. And like me, a lot of people didn't think that she could clock dick, but Gina would clock it, and she would clock some decent ass pieces, and bitches would get mad about that. Child of gay scene, I thank God I don't go out no more, because gay people could be real petty when it comes down to trade or alleged straight men. But yeah, they said, one of them said, because I was going by Tamia, they said, Tamia, you look like Gina. And for the life of me, I'm just like, why would they say that? But this is not what I'm getting into. But this is the below the belt comment that they said. But this is just one of the individuals out of that friendship that did this to me in regard to the scenario that I was talking about on the Strip. So we're at my apartment in Las Vegas, not too far from the Strip. We're watching a movie. We're lying on my bed watching this particular movie. This person is lying back. And mind you, these people, I done sucked their dicks on occasion. We done had threesomes on occasion. I mean, I done seen them fuck. They done seen me fuck. I mean, child, we done some of everything together and seen some of everything being around each other. So it's just like, I mean, I could expose a lot of shit in regard to these people and could have clowned them in a lot of different ways, but I didn't do those things. But I was always the target. Now, why wouldn't I be a Heyoka? Heyokas are mainly targeted. So they're mainly clowned and targeted. I mean, don't tell me what the fuck I am. I know what the fuck I am and what the fuck I've been through. So anyway, we're watching a movie. This person, I remember I was lying on my side. I don't know how my hair was. I don't know what I had on. I don't know. I just remember I was into this movie. And once again, I quickly turned around to address this individual, and they had the look of disgust on their face while they were looking at me behind my motherfucking back. And I paused real quick because I'm thinking, for one, bitch, you in my motherfucking apartment, the place that I pay motherfucking rent at, and you have the chutzpah to look at me with disgust. I mean, they was just like, just straight disgust on their face. What do y'all think that's about? Why? I mean, I done told y'all, these are supposed to have been friends of mine. We done some of everything together and done some of everything around each other. I'm watching a movie with my alleged friend. They're behind me. I'm in front of, who's to say what else they was doing behind my back? And who's to say how long they had that facial expression on their face? But we're supposed to be cool like that. Why would you lie behind me with the look of disgust on your motherfucking face in my motherfucking apartment and at that particular time? And we supposed to be cool like that. I don't understand that. And my thing is, what were they thinking? I still want to know to this day, what were they thinking while they were lying behind me like that? And I confronted them about that, and I'm just like, what was all that about? And they quickly, turned that look into a smile. No, we're not kikiing right now. I mean, you were looking at me a particular way that was a look of disgust. Like I'm just, I don't know. I mean, it was just a ill look of motherfucking disgust while they were looking at me behind my motherfucking back. My thing is, we done been around each other all this motherfucking time. If you felt that disgusted about me, then why the fuck didn't you do that motherfucking bullshit while I'm looking you face to face? You didn't do that shit then, but you want to do that shit behind my motherfucking back while we watching a motherfucking movie. Now, how coochie is that? Unfresh coochie. Coochie with a motherfucking tampon stuck in it. Unfresh coochie. But what do y'all think that's about? And my throat is dry as hell, but I'm not going to get no water right now. I want to know what y'all think that those two scenarios are all about. And don't get me wrong, this is not the only time this has happened. This has happened with someone else. I was around, and I quickly turned around, and they had this particular look on their face with a huge smile on their face. Now, they may not have been clowning me, but at the same time, they could have been happy that they were in my company and vice versa. I don't know, but I do know these two particular situations that I'm telling you guys about, it had nothing to do with none of that bullshit. These motherfuckers were trying to put me on the spot. Well, at least the first scenario, that motherfucker was trying to put me on the spot and trying to put me on blast, just like them other individuals were in the car. With this other scenario, I just think that was just pure jealousy, because this person got jealous once before when I was dressed. I was living as fish, and he and because this is the dude I'm talking about, he and I was out selling ass with each other, and I ended up getting picked up by this straight dude, and they came along with, and the straight dude didn't want to fuck with them, and they was getting pissed off. Why the fuck you gonna get pissed off because don't nobody want to fuck with your motherfucking ass? They don't want you. And then they gonna talk about, well, it's a man anyway. I mean, what difference does it make? I mean, you fucking with a man. I mean, just bust them. The tea. The person already knew the tea anyway, considering where I was selling ass at. Well, where we were selling ass at, it was the Fruit Loop area in motherfucking Vegas. So they already know what's going on around there, because don't nothing sell ass around there except gay men and motherfucking transsexuals and maybe a couple of fish or whatever the case may be in the mixture. But that is pretty much predominantly faggots. I can say that because I am gay. But yeah, I mean, you just gonna just bust me out like that, or tried to bust me out, and even after that, the motherfucker still didn't want your motherfucking fat ass. Oh, well, you was big at that time. I don't know what you are now, but yeah, they still didn't want your motherfucking ass. So what? I mean, what was the point of you trying to bust me out? And yeah, I already knew what that was about. That was about dick right there. But in regard to being in my apartment behind my back while we're watching a movie and giving me the look of disgust, the only thing I can think of is nothing but pure motherfucking jealousy. Jealous of what? Because you don't have what I have, and that is personality. Y'all can talk about me all day long in regard to being unattractive, having a big ass gap in between my teeth, this, that, and this, my methamphetamine scars. Y'all can talk about me being on methamphetamine back in the days. Y'all can tell lies about that now. Yeah, shit, y'all have told lies about. I mean, child, please, I done heard some of everything that allegedly done came out your mouth that y'all done said about me. But jealous and envious are the only. There's a couple of other motherfucking words that I can use, but jealous and envious is the only thing that I can. Really, the top two things that I can think of. Because I can't see myself sitting behind some. Well, I did back in the days, motherfuckers I couldn't stand. But damn, if y'all couldn't stand me like that, then why the fuck be around me? I mean, shit, these are the same motherfuckers that didn't want to go out nowhere unless I was a part of the motherfucking party. Because they knew that I had that motherfucking je ne sais quoi. Oh, well, girl, you're not going out? Well, shit, we not going out. But yet still, y'all want to clown me and talk about me. That is what. So again, my abs. What do y'all think that those two scenarios are all about? Jealousy, envy. They couldn't stand me. I find this shit funny now. They couldn't stand me. I mean, what is it? Help me. Well, anyway, you guys, I'm going to end this particular video, but I really want y'all to, comment below and let me know if y'all had any type of scenarios like that where you are with a alleged friend and, your back is turned and your alleged friend is behind you or somewhere near you, and all of a sudden you quickly go to address your alleged friend and they looking at you with disgust and just, ugh. And what did you do about it? Did you confront them or did you just let it go? And are you guys still friends to this damn day? All right, you guys, y'all have a good one. I'm going to get something to drink because my throat is dry than a motherfucker. And namaste. Oh, and don't forget to click, subscribe, like, comment, and or share my videos if any of this resonates with you guys. Okay, namaste.